We are here today to announce that the Justice Department has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear. It's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. Now, this might be the most important day in crypto, and I think most people are sleeping on it. We will see why in this live stream. And to be honest, I expected a God candle out of Bitcoin, which we don't have as well. So I think really something might be wrong here. In any way, I got my not coffee locked and loaded, ready to go. We were talking about that as well. And it's a freaking Friday, so we can be very happy, enjoy some time here together. Make sure to stay all the way through as we are discussing also the altcoins and Ecomi and Veve. And yeah, stay tuned. So good morning to each and every one of you. I think we are excited here, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button first thing in the morning. And I welcome my rare hodlers here. Trucking Hank, good morning. What's up? Adam Trechuk, GM, and also Andrew are here. Alex and Crypto here. Good morning to you guys. Evening from Hawaii. Oh, Hawaii. Yeah, that's going to be the party location once everyone made it in this bull run, right? But yeah, what an embarrassment though. I ran out of coffee capsules and I didn't know, so now I have to drink almond milk. Stuff like that can only happen on special days. Wow. I hope I can after the stream go and grab my coffee, because that is an embarrassment. Anyways, yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, notifications on. And I want to thank my rare hodlers. Changes are made, Luca, okay? By the way, make sure if you are a rare hodler and you somehow forget to renew your rare hodler tier on YouTube, yeah, make sure to do it quickly, because otherwise you will fly off of this wall, because we need space for the new ones then. Greetings from Mississippi, USA. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Greetings to Mississippi, USA, Joseph. Push your state for the crypto reserve. That is what we need. But speaking of crypto reserve, let's talk what's going on in the market right away. Look at this. I think not everyone has seen this yet. This just happened. Let's listen.
It is.
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
Which is really going up, right?
Absolutely.
All right, David, that's for you. Thanks. You find them exciting? They might not be exciting, but they're going to make a lot of money for the country.
Thank you, sir.
And so is David. It is.
Oh, sorry about that. Once again, this has a 30-second delay. So I'm talking here for 30 seconds. Sorry about that. So once again, we don't know really what he said, right? We don't know really. We say, okay, it's crypto capital. It makes the US the crypto capital, but we don't know exactly what's written in it, right? Is it the crypto reserve? Or is it something like tax alleviation for crypto firms? Or is it something that makes it easier to tokenize and to build on that? Yeah, we don't know. But you see from all the fellow YouTube colleagues here, the videos, this is the crypto reserve, this is the crypto reserve. I don't know if there's any way to just look the executive order up online. If you are from the US and you know, let me know in the chat if there's any way to look at the text of this executive order. But this video definitely shows that something was signed that is big for crypto, right? If it is the Bitcoin reserve, I would not understand why this is still the Bitcoin price. I would not understand it, to be honest. On the other hand, okay, maybe it's already priced in, but then again, it shouldn't be because so many people think it won't happen, right? So we have a little bit of green here, but we are moving sideways for the most part, right? Yeah, so that is that. And at the same time that this is, Adam says here, reserve pardoned the Silk Road. Yeah, that was before, right? Pardoning the Silk Road guy was before, but this one here might have been the reserve, right? I hope it's more than that, to be honest. Like not only like converting into a reserve, but yeah. And then here we have President Trump to hold a call with El Salvador's pro-Bitcoin president Nayib Bukele. That is also big, probably, because, yeah, I mean, everything points into reserve, right? And then this one is also big, even though it's also funny, but it's also big, and it's about cutting rates and printing money, right? So listen to this as well.
The interest rates will come down.
You said that you would demand that the interest rates come down.
Well, I would
Do you expect
I
the
would put
Fed-
in a strong statement.
Do you expect the Fed to listen to you?
Yeah. The interest rate.
Do you expect them to listen? Yeah. So this is the reporters are back to their typical scheme where they interrupt the president of the United States before he even can answer, really. But anyways, so we will see if Jerome Powell will listen, but probably he will. We will see that in I think a couple of months. Actually, let's look this up. CME. There is this CME Fed Watch tool. Yeah, in 5 days and 13 hours, we will know if he listens or not. But they are what's the current rate? Where is the current rate? Yeah, the current rate target is, or the current target rate is 25 to 50. The market is pricing in that the rate stays the same, as you see here, 99.5%. So the market is not really seeing that that rates are being cut. And the next one is only in March. And in March, there is a 30% on a rate cut. So the market doesn't factor that in. Did you see Cynthia Lummis tweet? Oh, yeah. I saw it yesterday. I posted it in the Rare Hodler group. Even CZ was posting about that as well. Let's pull up Twitter again here. Let's go to Cynthia Lummis. There we go. By the way, I have to follow her, obviously. Okay, there we go. So she probably it's that one or the other one, but we'll see. Honored to chair the Senate Banking Subcommittee on Digital Assets. That is very good. Digital assets are the future, and if the United States wants to remain a global leader in financial innovation, Congress needs to urgently pass bipartisan legislation establishing a comprehensive legal framework for digital assets, and that strengthens the US dollar with a strategic Bitcoin reserve. I am humbled my colleagues have placed their trust in me to chair this historic subcommittee, and I look forward to shepherding bipartisan legislation to President Trump's desk this year that secures our financial future. Well, that sounds good, right? That sounds good. Now, she is the basically, she's the head of that committee that is going to draft this and put this up and probably brings it over the finish line, right? Chairing the Senate Banking Subcommittee on Digital Assets. Congratulations to Lummis, because that's the way you make history, right? Let's see here. I think that I told you this was the year for Bitcoin and digital assets. Sounds good. By the way, there's another one here. Where is it? We will come to this as well. She says it here. The SAB 121 is actually very important decision as well on crypto. But first, we have one for NFTs and collectibles, right? Omi fam, be prepared. Listen to this.
For currency then.
Well, when you're talking about digital assets, it can be multiple things. I mean, you've got digital assets that are securities, you've got digital assets that are commodities, you've got digital assets that are collectibles like NFTs or meme coins. So, you're talking about a whole vast area of innovation. And so digital assets can be a number of different things. And that's why you need a clear regulatory framework that says, which areas are which. What are the definitions? And that's what founders need. Founders just need clarity around those definitions. They need to know what the rules of the road are so that they can abide by those rules and be confident that if they succeed in the United States, they're not going to get arbitrarily prosecuted.
So how is crypto an asset?
So let's listen to only the first part again, right? Digital collectibles, that's the word.
Or a currency then?
Well, when you're talking about digital assets, it can be multiple things. I mean, you've got digital assets that are securities, you've got digital assets that are commodities, you've got digital assets that are collectibles like NFTs or meme coins.
You got digital assets that are collectibles, okay? So that is basically, if that word establishes, then the bet on using digital collectibles for Veve was a hell of a bet, right? NFT next meme coins, yeah, exactly, and also the underlying token, or vice versa, meme coins being categorized together with collectibles, right? It's just a matter of what is going to be named as what, right? Where is the legislation? But if digital collectibles becomes an official term to outline everything in the NFT space, wow, that's going to be crazy, right? Here it is. That's what I meant. This is from the SEC. Staff Accounting Bulletin number 122. SEC officially rescinds the SAB 121, which prevented banks from custodying Bitcoin. So banks are now allowed to safeguard crypto assets. You see this here, right? Accounting of obligations to safeguard crypto assets and an entity holds for its platform users. Okay. So if that's the case, that means that we will see all the banks now dealing with this crypto stuff, right? And that in itself is the reason why Larry Fink is talking about tokenization again, right? Here we go.
But crypto is going to play a big role. The digitization of currency, digitization of everything we're doing. I'm a big believer in this. Is one thing that will change Bloomberg even. I believe we're going to be in the cutting edge of tokenizing bonds and stocks.
Coming.
And we have the technology now. The fact that we are now moving forward in tokenization, every bond and stock, is crazy. Yeah. We should be moving towards that frontier. Obviously, there's winners and losers and all that, but we need to be prepared for the tokenization. And it would democratize more finance if we tokenized bonds and stocks. But crypto is going to play a big role.
Okay, so on the verge of tokenizing everything, you can almost hear him say Chainlink, right? But in general, I mean, this move, tokenizing bonds and stocks, it's going to be big, right? It's going to be big, and for all of that, you have to allow banks also to be able to custody crypto for those who want that, right? Obviously, everyone gets excited about this. This is one thing we have to keep in mind. We have to keep our roots as why we are in crypto in general, right? It's exciting to see that the whole industry is jumping on it and governments adopting Bitcoin and so on, and banks custodying Bitcoin. But the overall concept was the permissionless concept, the self-custody concept, right, around crypto. So we cannot forget why we are in crypto. But for some people, it might be more convenient to have the bank custody their Bitcoin. Obviously, we don't want that, right? We want to self-custody. It's the whole point of of this way of investing, right? Otherwise, why, right? Mark D says, what do you think of claims that Trump will make USA-made tokens free from capital gains tax? Would that even be possible? I don't know. I mean, US based or US made tokens free from capital gains tax. I mean, it would be possible. Yes, why not? I mean, because Bitcoin would not be part of it, right? Because Bitcoin is not. We don't know what it's based, right? It's not based anywhere. So Bitcoin is not it, right? Ethereum then probably also not, right? Not sure about that, if Ethereum is or isn't. Yeah, so I don't know, maybe does that then depend on the Ethereum Foundation or the country in which the coin originated, or where the founder is from? Like what is it? Or is it just that the company that is emitting the token pays taxes in the US because it's US based, but the token itself would be free from capital gains tax so that you can trade it, and the company that has the business model on it makes more money, and hence the tax comes in from the company. I don't know if that's the idea, but because if that's the case, all non-USA coins pretty much go to zero. I don't know if that would be it, but I don't know if that would be happening. After watching the latest interview about the tech of Veve exchange, feels like that is where a huge amount of tokenization of stocks and such will happen. Veve will rule crypto and TradFi soon. Well, we will see. We will see how many. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sufficiently familiar, let's say, with Veve, but you say the last interview of Veve exchange. I have to look into it. I have to watch this video. If you say it's so important, then we will do that. So here's another one of ways that are being utilized now for Bitcoin ETFs. Let's listen to this as well and then comment.
Downside, and we're going to set a cap rate right now as we speak. From what I heard, we thought the range would be anywhere between 10 to 11. Today we've launched the first 100% protected on the downside, and we're going to set a cap rate right now as we speak. From what I heard, we thought the range would be anywhere between 10 to 11.5%. I think we're going to hit 11.5% or maybe even higher, where you can get up to 11.5% of the upside if you keep the Bitcoin for a year. And if it falls 50% or whatnot, you don't lose anything. You get just your principal back, and you can roll it year after year. And we're also, in 2 weeks, launching other products depending on your risk parameters. So we're going to have a 90% protected ETF. So you can lose up to 10%, but the cap rate should fall around 30%. We're also going to launch an 80%, so you can lose maybe up to 20%, but the cap rate goes all the way up to north of 50%. So,
okay, so we get the idea. We don't have to watch the whole thing, but so interesting about this is that basically they're trying to protect the investor from the volatility, which is a good entry drug, right? A good entry product, right? And on the other side, like the volatility of the crypto space is exactly what makes it so appealing. So why would you take that away? But the good thing is, this is basically what Bumper is has as a narrative, right? So maybe that thing of protected downside will become a narrative through the ETFs, and then some crypto firms or some crypto projects like Bumper might be benefiting from it. At least it reminds me of Bumper. But why would you, as someone who is, let's say, more educated in the crypto space, why would you buy an ETF that basically caps you 10% on the upside, right? That's crazy. A lot happens in the chat. Let me see. No US resident would hold crypto that was taxable. It depends, right? Let's just say there is a crypto project that can do 100x. Wouldn't you take the 100x if you have to pay 20% tax? I mean, you would still go for it, right? I would go for 100x, pay 20% instead of doing a 5x and pay nothing. What did you think of Elon's salute? So I think the outrage about the salute, if you hear it with sound and 10 seconds before, 10 seconds after, is ridiculous, because he says something like, "My heart goes out to you," right? And then, like, if you want to only judge the gesture, you can find like 100 people in politics that you can screen cap or get a gesture like that. But it's definitely good engagement farming. So yeah, I think it's completely overblown. I don't know why people talk about this that extensively, given that you have video context before and after. It's not like he says the words with it or something like that, right? Marty says CoinGecko made a new category for made in USA tokens in response to the speculation. Yeah, also because there was another thing that Trump said about the made in the USA. I think it's not only because of that. There was something else. I don't know if it was. There was the potential to be included into the reserve if you're made in the USA token or something like that, right? So that could also boost the tokens there. Does that mean that you have to, like that? Does that mean that you sell all your tokens that are not made in the US? I don't think so, but we will see. Maybe you're right. Maybe everything else goes to zero and the money flows into made in USA. Alex in Crypto says, what is your sentiment regarding Veve NFTs for this bull market? Are you still holding, collecting, or selling? I'm holding because the bet for the Veve NFTs was not to exit the cycle after 3 years and a bit. It's a 4-year cycle and liquidity is coming back just now. Like the money printers are starting only now. The interest rate is not down yet. And we have seen that Veve NFTs are, in the last bull run for Veve NFTs happened when crypto already started to enter the bear market. So either it happens or it doesn't. But right now for me, it's not the time to offload something, right? It's just not the right timing. I think they can still do well. I'm not 100% certain they will. This depends on how the narrative comes back. But it can, right? It can happen. Yeah. Lastly, let's check out a little bit what's going on with crypto overall. And here's one more to add to yesterday's discussion about top or no top, right? Historically, the Bitcoin market cycle top is when or just before the 200-week SMA crossed the prior all-time high. So prior all-time high, horizontal lines, and then where the cross is, right? So the all-time high here happened before that cross. And that's actually one of the few indicators that mark the second cross and not the first. Here we have it, the cross right on all-time high. Here we have it right on all-time high. The cross is not here yet, right? It's pretty far out if you want to measure it like that. I mean, this is still a couple of months away, right? Given that we would probably pump more, right? So we will see how much we can do to the upside, but there's still more upside, right? We need Baron interested in Veve. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah, we need that. It definitely reminds of Bumper, absolutely. I think that what we just heard is reminding of Bumper. If the ETFs include that, that's fine, but it also shows that then there is a market demand for something like that, right? So Bumper might have a point here. And Bumper is still pretty low, right? Let's check it out also in a second, right? But for Bitcoin, we're ranging. What is interesting is that you could technically find an interesting trend here in the Bitcoin price. So we had all this confluence here where this was support, right here, and then we lost it, and then it became resistance, resistance, resistance. And now it's still resistance, right? I mean, some fake outs and so on, but this seems to be, something where if we break out, we could see some more price action. So far, January is not, so far it's not bad, but it's also not the most impressive, whereas the first here. So we are up 15%. That's fine, but I want to see more, right? We want to see more. At some point, at some point, Bitcoin will start topping out and it will move slowly sideways. And then hopefully it's time for altcoin season. Bumper is having major liquidity problems. Hopefully they can figure this out. Yeah, that's probably also why the price action is not that good. But let's check out the entire altcoin market. So today we have a green day again, like bouncing between green days. On the week though, we are red. Everything's on a 10 to 20% discount. IOTA minus 20%. Radium is up 40%. That's good. But that's still because of the Trump meme coin. I think the market is still trying to recover and figuring out what happened here. On the monthly, we are a little bit mixed, but yeah, the day we are green. The entire crypto market is green, with the exception of this 900 to top 1,000 here. 1 or 2% only on average. So we are still waiting here to get a big move out of altcoins, right? We are waiting, and it can take some time. I mean, we've looked at Bitcoin dominance, I guess. Bitcoin dominance does not move. It's moving sideways, right? We don't have our collapse down. What we don't want to see is here that Bitcoin dominance puts in a higher high or something like that, but we are far away from that. Once Bitcoin rallies, the question is, will altcoins go with it, right? If we have anticipated that it could go sideways, but at some point, once it collapses, this will be really, really good, right? Until then, it's still time to load up some altcoins. That is that. Then the DXY seems to have finally topped and reversed, right? And that's exactly what we need. So we said it here along this rise. We marked all the horizontal lines. It shattered through everything, and we were like, what the heck? Like, this is I said it many times, this is a head scratcher. But now we have found a top, it seems, right? And if we go a little bit more into it, obviously what we want to see now is that it starts losing support levels here, right? So for example here, this one, right? More or less this range, that we that we start losing this, right? Maybe we can also say it's somewhere here, right? It's here in between. That's the level that you want to decisively lose for the DXY so that the crypto market can pump, right? But we see the recovery is here since this turned around. So this needs to be coming down, and then we'll have a good time. Green Lantern, CGM boys, hodl for the win. Hit like for the pump. Greetings from the gym. Good training to you. Good to see you here. Hopefully the market digests all the crypto executive orders soon and realizes the new administration is very bullish on crypto. Yeah, I think people still have PTSD from the last administration. And people in general are skeptical. They think they will get scammed, right? In general. They think they will get... they think they will get their hopes up and then nothing happens, right? That's what most people probably think is going to happen. Also for the USDT/USDC dominance, we are still at the brink of a move, right? We're at the brink of a move. We still have support here. Once this is lost, and I mean this is the weekly, right? I mean one candle is a week. Once this starts to go down, then it's time, right? That is the level to lose here. And it might take another week or two, right? We don't know. Maybe it's only beginning of February. Maybe it's middle of February. We don't know. But we will observe this, and maybe then we're going to drop here. This is why it's taking so long, right? And by the way, you see this, right? Remember this. This was when we went sideways downwards on Bitcoin for 6 months straight, 7 months straight. There was this little rising channel that broke to the downside and brought Bitcoin to 100K. So imagine what happened if this brought Bitcoin to 100K. Then imagine what this could do, right? Almost the same percentage of capital being allocated to the market once again, all right? And there's more. There's more downside possible, right? There's more possible. Once the USDT is getting allocated to the market, there is a lot possible. Just remember that we are talking about a head and shoulders here that could do exactly that, right? We just need a confirmed breakout with retest and go, right? That would be the last leg of the bull market in my opinion. So this, the DXY, the Bitcoin dominance and the USDT, very important to observe. Altcoins still trying to build a foundation here to start rallying again. I don't think it will take much longer for altcoins to come out of the slump. Not much longer in my opinion. Let's check out the total 2, which is all the altcoins. We see it here, right? Basically this total 2 is front running the others chart that we just saw. It's a little bit more advanced, right? We had 1, 2, 3 back tests here. We're forming something like a double bottom or whatever, right? Something like that. We are not completing it just yet. Like it could also look like this in the end. You have something like this. You challenge here, you come back, and then this can take some time, right? This could easily extend into February, but this is the launch pad for the altcoin run. Yeah, we are forming a huge pattern for continuation here. we still need lower inflation or higher unemployment rates for QE. Yeah, true. That's why the market reacts so volatile to the unemployment numbers. That is very true. Pro Legendary, what is going on? Look at this, like all the gold medal rare hodlers here. Look at all the gold medal guys. Crazy. Yeah, but that is that for the altcoins. How is Devi doing, by the way? Devi's being bought up once again. Overbought, but for such new coins, not really significant. It can still come down all the way here to retest here before it goes. So if there's more downside in the altcoin market, then we could see that coming back all the way to 88 cents, 90 cents. But not guaranteed. We could also challenge this breakout, and then it's blue skies, right? Then it's blue skies for Devi. Then it's just firing up. I don't even know how much the market cap for Devi is, but definitely one of the things that look better. Looks just like all these charts that went so well, right? This is insane. But this is also shows us maybe sometimes the falling wedge is the way to go, right? The falling wedge, you just need to let it play out. So could that be something for Ecomi? Falling wedge, let it play out, right? Could we look like Devi afterwards? Maybe we have some similarities here, right? Between Ecomi and Devi. By the way, there was something for Ecomi, and that is that the burn has happened. Omi Watcher here, 5.594 billion tokens, around 1.76 million US dollars at current prices has been moved to the burn wallet from the business development wallet. Okay, so that yeah, where would it come from? Which other wallet could come from? Only from a founder's wallet otherwise, right? So instead of using it for business development, it has been burned, which raises the question, will there be no more business development with OMI tokens, right? Or will the business development wallet be replenished by, I don't know, right? By founder wallets, by, I don't know. Yeah. Will they put it into the BizDev wallet? Yeah, but it's good. It's out of circulation. That's good. It's certainly maybe 6,500 people saw this. They should definitely use this to retweet or post or whatever. But we will see. I think there is more PTSD in OMI compared to Devi. That is true, but that doesn't. So that's true, but it doesn't negate the fact that we have a falling wedge also on OMI, right? But yeah, there's way more PTSD in OMI. That's true, and there's a lot of people that at the moment at least want to get out of the project. Yeah. What I want to see, the only thing I want to see is a breakout on the, and this is the monthly now, right? So this falling wedge is describing the monthly. I want to see a monthly open and close outside of this falling wedge, right? And the falling wedge, it's leading us to very low prices if it continues, right? So I really want to see that. We don't have much indicators or so on the monthly for Ecomi, a little bit. We do have a little bit of the Mcade, the first lines of the TSI, so we don't really know based on indicators what's going on. But first and foremost, I want to see a monthly candle opening and closing outside of this wedge, which automatically would mean that we have higher highs in the lower time frames. Yeah, that's necessary, right? What is current circulating supply? 265 billion or something like that. Should it be now, right? If you deduct this, something like that. Yo, Luca, what's going on? Getting impatient already? No one's getting impatient here. Why should we get impatient when we just have these great news coming out of Washington, DC? So the question is, when will Bitcoin fire, right? When will Bitcoin go to the next stage? We have discussed yesterday that this might be the final leg is starting. We see that definitely the shooting star did not play out, because we are closing in 7 days and we are sitting at 105,000. By the way, we need to move the... Actually, we don't have to move this, but the all-time high is at 109,388, there and thereabout. And now the question is only, when do we head higher? We did not retest this line, the neckline. We did not retest the neckline. So maybe that's never gonna happen, right? In many cases, we did not come back to retest. Also here, we did not retest this neckline of previous all-time high in the last cycle. We just fired up and topped out. So that could be a possibility here for us as well, for Bitcoin, right? The indicators suggest that there's room to go more. There's room to go more. We will keep a close eye on stochastic RSI from now on, as we are now above. Actually, the orange line isn't even yet above, but when it is above, we will keep a close eye on the potential cross down, as we had it here, which was a major local top, right? Here was a major local top, here it was a major local top, and we will keep our eye on the second, when the second we hit 100 or a cross down, we will get very cautious, right? So that is what we're keeping our eyes on, and then obviously on all the top indicators, like the that's the wrong one, the MVRVZ score. Let's get this loaded. This one is very important for us. Yeah, this one, once it goes in the direction of 6, we will keep a very close eyes on the MVRVZ score as well, right? To define whether we are at the top or not. We are going to look at the pi cycle top indicator if it loads. There we go. The pi cycle top indicator once it's closing in. Yeah. So also that we do not have that yet. We are not close to that yet. So we are fine, in my opinion. You do your own research, by the way. And we have 40 people here, so smash up the like button to a new all-time high, as we're going to take a quick look at Veve. Okay. Quick look at Veve. What is going on? What is coming? Into the Veveverse beta tester showcase has come out. Like, someone completely exaggerated on comics in the showroom, but it also shows that they have allowed to upscale the comics now. That is good. Veve is also in the Comic Watchers episode with Ben Rose. So Comic Watchers also having an eye on Veve. Veve news coming out with Mr. Falcon. We have some more comics here on Veve. Giant Man Hulk. Let's check that out. We have a new... Let's check out what the calendar says. Actually, this guy here is always putting out the Veve calendar. We are getting on Saturday the crafting event for the Mighties, for the old Mighties, where we can animate our static Mighties for $3. We have the Little Prince, coming on Sunday, and then a comic that is scheduled for Tuesday. The rest has already dropped, to be honest, like the Tarzan comics. It seems that there is a small group of people that is really into those because they always sell some. But yeah, I've not seen how the stats are looking for. Is Living Aloha still doing the sales statistics? Let's see. This guy here, he usually puts out some sales statistics. Red, white, and black sold 7% of the drop, 184 mins, $1,200. That's not much. Let's see. Wednesday comic drop number, 16,000 mins, 353 sold. That's the comic side. That's $2,700. The Tarzan here, that's what I meant. The Tarzan comic is 95 mins. So there's always these 100 people that are minting from that, which is 5% of the supply and rakes in $600. The Veve Captain America sold for 2.7K as well, so that one sold a little bit more. Let's see, but that's only like after drop sales. So whatever happens in minting afterwards comes on top, right? And then we have the Veve Galactus numbers, and that's already 4 days ago. 1,267 active wallets. Gross revenue of the craft was 20,343, not including the market fees. If all the wallets participated in the craft, this averages to $16.06 per wallet. So let's see what he writes here. Veve does have 300 plus employees that David Yu said they do, and every employee went for the craft. The employees would account for around 25% of the active wallets. Okay. I don't see any problem if the employees spend their own money. There are 195 countries in the world. Veve does not allow access to the app in 22 countries and does not allow new signups for 28 more. This leaves 145 countries. Last week's average user per day was 1,180. This is very stable though. The 1,100 something, this is very stable that we already had in like in a year ago, more or less around the same numbers. But it's very low numbers, so we would like to see a turnaround, right? Yeah. Long gone are the consistent 6-figure revenue days of 2023 and the 7-figure revenue days of 2022. That is true. That is true. And here you see also that in 2022, 7-figure revenue days, that was when crypto was already in a bear market, but the cycle, for the NFTs was still going on, right? So, yeah. NFTs definitely not in the spotlight, and the Veve sales definitely not at their best, right? So, yeah, we will see. We will see. Okay, we will see how it develops. It's definitely a little bit of a dangerous zone, let's put it that way. The Spider-Man Veveverse promo is very nice. I was very happy to see the comic pages in large size. Absolutely. Great. So that is it for today, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button if you enjoy these live streams. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Notifications on, and wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. A great weekend, and I see you in the next video or live stream. Have a good one, and bye.